Let me share for a moment some of the things that aren't true. When you go to a funeral, you hear things that aren't true. Jesus had told us that wide is the way to destruction, narrow the way to life, and few be there that find it. In other words, only a relatively few people will be saved, and a far vast majority are going to be lost. So let's just think about the funerals you go to. Would it be true that just a few of the funerals you go to, they say this person's going to be in heaven, but by far the majority of them, they say this person's not going to make it? No, that's not what you hear. It would be exceedingly, exceedingly rare if you've ever heard somebody say they're probably not going to make it. Which means, since the majority of people aren't going to make it, the majority of the funerals you go to, you're being told something that's not true. Oh. Well, let's come back to the Bible and find out what the truth is. And the truth is better than the mistruth. All right, let's take a look at it. 1 Thessalonians 4. But I do not want you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning those who have fallen asleep, lest you sorrow as others who have no hope. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so God will bring with him those who sleep in Jesus. For this we say to you by the word of the Lord, that we who are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord will by no means precede those who are asleep. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And thus we shall always be with the Lord. Therefore comfort one another with these words. I want you to notice something. It didn't say comfort each other with the words that you will meet your loved ones when you die, even though I hear that at funerals all the time. What does it say? Oh, it says comfort each other with the fact that you're going to meet each other when Jesus returns and there's a resurrection. That's when we meet. A little bit different. Let's keep going. You see, in Daniel 12:2, we came across these resurrections. And many of those who sleep, that's many who have died in the dust of the earth, shall awake. Some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt. Some of them, or many of them, will come up in the everlasting life, some or many in the everlasting contempt. But when would Daniel get his reward, and in other words, be in heaven? Oh, it actually tells us, and it wasn't going to be when he dies. But you, Daniel, go your way till the end, for you shall rest and will arise to your inheritance at the end of the days. Daniel won't get his inheritance, his resurrection, till the very end, when Jesus comes. So he's sleeping, waiting for the resurrection.